Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, Antonio Gibson with it. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On play action, it's Brady. Thomas has got it, complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The slot man in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 2nd and 9, Brady. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43. Give him 18 on the play. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Slot man moves right. On 2nd and 9, Brady, throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the 30 on 2nd down, Brady. And Thomas has it. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
Now Brady. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Well, this defense for the Commanders, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver? This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 12. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Forced out to his left. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
They run straight ahead. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Tell me I didn't just see these first 2 possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do
better?
Maybe not better, huh? Worse? Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. I think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 62 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. And Brady will sneak it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Tom Brady with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Commanders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 41. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd and 9, Brady. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Gibson here running out of the gun. Down to about the 37.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. 2nd down and 8. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now Brady. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Back to the ground with Gibson. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Once more, Gibson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Brady now to throw. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half, Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the scout troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how.
And he loses the football a second time. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. He's now lost fumbles in back-to-back weeks. And, of course, you remember last week's game, such a close affair. That hurt him.
Hurt him in a big way, and it is so key to take care of the ball, because remember, the team making the fewest mistakes usually wins the game. So you got to take care of the ball, lock it away, high and tight, as you often hear from running back coaches. 4 points of pressure, fingertips, forearm, biceps, sternum, or chest. Put it away.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Brady. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. Here's Tressway now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Taking it about the 16. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a shotgun handoff to Palmer. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Quick throw here to Hilton. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 40-yard line.
He'd had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On second down, here's Gibson again. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On third down, here's Gibson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Sly. This to make it a 2-score game. Sly able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you're still in this game. Yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
They'll run left with Pollard. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Up the middle, Ingram. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Ingram again. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Mark Ingram. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he rifles one incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott. This is caught by Hilton. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll throw again. Prescott swinging this out for Pollard. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll go again with Gibson. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The slot man in motion right. Now Brady. He gets it to Thomas. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Commanders first down.
Gibson gets hit and he fumbles it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Out to his left. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
On the other side, get that hands team win.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be covered up by the Commanders, and they are going to win this football game. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 40.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. On the counter, Ingram. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
They'll run with Gibson. And this play is going nowhere as he dives to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. So a victory here for the Commanders. And they were really helped by their defense.